there, Steven here from Crystal Tractor. Today I'm out at our beautiful Stark location, and I have with me here some awesome commercial mowers from Gravely. We're going to be looking at the 600 series, which normally is going to consist of the 652, 660, and 672. Today I've got two versions of the 660 out here with me. We're going to dive in, take a good look at what makes these really awesome, how they're going to help you out, whether you actually run a commercial lawn business or if you just have a large property that you need to maintain for yourself. Either way, it's a great choice. Let's take a look. So to start off with, let's talk about what makes these two versions of the 660 different. Now there's not a lot here that's going to be different between these two models. Really the only change is going to be in the engine. So with the 660s, you're going to get your choice of a Kawasaki FX1000 or the FX1000 EFI. We can actually sort of see here on this FX1000 version, we are going to have a manual choke here, but on the EFI version, that's actually absent. That means that with this version, you're not going to have to worry about manually operating that choke when you're starting it from a cold start. Plus with the EFI version, you're going from what's already a powerful 35 horsepower up to a 38.5 horsepower version here. So you get a little bit more power for those tough inclines and thick cuts. And then of course, being that that fuel mixture is always monitored, you're going to gain a little bit of extra efficiency there as well. Now either way, the power from these engines is going to go through a Parker HTG transmission, and it's going to be put to the ground through 26x12 awesome big rear tires back here. And with either version of that mower, you're also going to have two separate fuel tanks to choose from. So you're going to get a total fuel capacity of over 12 gallons. But you can also switch between either tank with this handy switch right here, which one of the things I like the most about this as well, there's a fuel gauge here on the left side of the mower. And depending on which tank you're switched to, that gauge will actually show you the level of fuel in whichever tank you have your selector switch on. And compared to how most mowers with an electronic gauge, they just show you a little bit, whether it's mostly full, mostly empty, and they don't really show you much in between. This gauge actually has a very nice linear graph all the way back, so you'll be able to tell exactly how much fuel you have left, if you have enough left to get that cut done or not. Now once we've taken that 38 horsepower and we're ready to get rolling, we want to start getting some grass cut, right? So with the 660s here, that's going to be accomplished with this X-Factor 3 deck. So it has fantastic grass dispersion to keep you from bogging down on the thicker cuts, as well as 7-gauge construction throughout and 1/4-inch thick steel reinforcements at all the spindles. So this deck is engineered to go through the toughest jobs and last a long, long time. It also comes with some other quality of life enhancements. So we do have a flip up chute here. Very easy to just lock that in place if you need that out of your way. And that's of course gonna have that commercial style rubber flap. So it's gonna be more resistant to getting damaged itself or to damaging any objects that it might come in contact with. The pulley covers are also easy to remove from this deck. You just have to pull them out of the little locking grommets, and then you can easily access your pulley and your belt routing, get any cleaning and maintenance done that you need to, and then when you're ready to put them back on, they just snap right back in place. And you can also access the center of the deck easily by pulling up the floor pan here. That just comes right up, locks in place, and you can easily access your belt routing. Cut height adjustment is also accomplished through Gravely's dial height cut adjustment system here. So that consists of the foot pedal, which will release the pressure off the deck. And then you have this wheel, which will allow you to switch between 17 different cut height presets, anywhere from 1 inch up to 5.5 inches. With a very large number here, it makes it very easy to see exactly what height you're at. And you also have a deck height lock right here. So when you push down on the deck lift pedal, you can actually lock it in place at the highest cut here for transport, or if you need to hop over an obstacle or something, and then you just release this lock again to go right back to your same height without having to adjust that wheel again. And when you're making those adjustments, you'll be doing it from your operator platform here. This is what Gravely calls their operator pod system. This is a unique feature to their 600 series line, and this consists, as you can see, of a fully floating independent platform So when you're going over those rough bumps and everything out on that terrain, this pod will isolate you from the actual frame of the mower. So that's going to get you a more comfortable ride overall. That's going to be fantastic for the fatigue at the end of the day after those really long cuts. Now up here, we can also see the control sticks. So the way Gravely builds their control sticks is for the most part pretty unique. This actually consists of a folding stick system rather than a complete lever that moves back and forth. This allows for greater control, especially if you're maybe carrying any load here in your lap, or if you're just a larger person, maybe having trouble pulling those sticks back to reverse. For some operators, that's a huge convenience, as well as if you just want to operate these sticks manually, you can actually do that without having to pull them in. If you just need to hop on, move it real quick and hop back off. You can save some time and effort there. And finally, one of the best things about the Gravely 600 series is they're backed up with one of the best warranties in the business at 5 years and up to 1,500 hours of service, and no hour limit within the first 2 years. And at all Crystal Tractor locations, we have fully trained parts and service staff who can help you out with anything from warranty service to regular maintenance and everything in between. So come on down and see us. We'd love to show you these mowers, or if you have any interest in any other mowers, we got a very wide selection here. Come down and see our staff and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for checking out our video.